Hey y'all, it's February the 14th, 2016. A lot of y'all might call it Valentine's Day. Now, a great number of people will consider Valentine's Day to be a useless holiday, perhaps even a destructive holiday. I would agree. Thing is, I don't celebrate holidays in general. None of them. Not Christmas, not none of them. All right, I'm not hating on you if you do. If you do celebrate Christmas and things like that, I would never want to ban them or talk down on you because you do. That's your own prerogative. Me, I don't celebrate holidays. All right. But I thought it would be important to make this video. It's February the 14th. And really, honestly, this is a private video. I made it public because there's a certain someone who I want to see this video. All right. And there's no way that she would be able to see it had it been private. And so this is why it's public. All right. This started off the other day, and I've done it before. The other day, I went on Google Maps. All right. And I took advantage of their little global picker thing where you can go to any address and you could pretty much take a look around. And I was doing a look over of the place where I used to live. This is Canyon Lake. To be specific, it's on the corner of Oak Meadows and Fawn Valley. Just to be brief, this place that I used to live, and it wasn't a big house by any means, um, place I used to live basically was a fantasy land. It was a dream come true. It's one of those places that's hard to let go of, because it is so good, because it was too good to be true, right? But as I was looking over it, I was just reminded how there's nothing as far as residences that's permanent here on Earth. As far as homes, you might really like your home. You might have been there for a long, long time. It's not permanent. You'll never find a permanent residence here, all right? But I was thinking about that. I was looking at all the beautiful scenery in and around where my home was, where I used to live. Man, uh, to make a long story short, I was displaced, all right? And I had to get used to that. And during the time in which I was displaced, I was also estranged. I became estranged from my daughter, as well as my wife. All right. To this day, it's been a year and a half since I've seen my daughter. All right. Not only that, you can't find her pictures nowhere. There's no one who sees my daughter who would dare uh, give me any sort of information regarding her or give me pictures of her or update. All right. Also, my wife, the last time I seen her was about half a year ago, and that was during I guess, a proceeding that took place in child support court. All right. To be brief about that, my wife really didn't look at me the whole time. It's very impersonal. And at that point, I realized that even though I'm supposed to pay child support, I'm not going to see my daughter. All right. I was given an ultimatum, chose to turn down the ultimatum, in which I was allowed to see her for, 2 hours a week under a supervision of a stranger. Now, that wasn't the right choice for my daughter. Honestly, she doesn't deserve that, so I did turn it down. All right. Did not feel good to do it. All right. But anyways, like I was saying, I was looking over these pictures, thinking about all those times, and they were good times. But at the same time, you have to realize that ain't nothing permanent, especially a home. You're on Earth. All right. But even though they're temporary, you can make the best of them. All right. And if you live in anywhere, but if you live in America, you should make the best of it because you're very fortunate to live there or here. All right. Um, Briefly, for about a year after I had been displaced from Canyon Lake, I had nowhere to call home. All right, so for over a year, I never went home. All right, it was pretty tough. I also slept on the ground, and I chose to do this. Where I was staying, I slept on the floor, even though there was access to a bed, because I could not really wrap my head around sleeping in a bed in a place that I did not consider home because I didn't want to uh, grow comfortable in that place. All right. So after over a year, I wound up getting my stuff and moving out here to Big Spring, Texas. All right. I was very fortunate in the way that I have people who live out here in Big Spring, Tammy and her family, and they put me up. And a lot of very fortunate circumstances took place. And now I actually do live in a place that I can consider home. And right now you're seeing, views of the outside, and it's a fairly decent lot, uh, some good property, and also there's many resources around, including machinery and things, just wood and various things lying around that you can work with, that you could, keep yourself busy with and not try to. There's also a train. that Tammy's dad has been working on for quite some time. I help him out with that, and I'm learning how to use this machinery, learning how to slowly build a train, and I take a lot of joy in that. Also, I have my own RV for the time being, and it's very, in my eyes, luxurious. It's more than I would ever need. Right? I feel very blessed to have it, and there's many ways that I could tell that it's the place that I'm supposed to be. It's the place where God wants me to be. And I feel very good that I've made the right decisions that led me to this place. All right. I'm in Big Spring, Texas. It's way at the top of the hill country, far from San Antonio and Canyon Lake and the places that I used to live. All right. The reason I bring that up is it's slowly becoming, and it's already established, that it basically is a fantasy land. It's a miracle in God's country, located here at the very top of the hill country of Texas. All right. It's amazing. All right. And another reason why I'm making this video is because I do want my wife to see it. I want her to have the chance. I don't know if she will, but maybe she will. And I wanted her to get a look at, you know, the nice little spread I got. All right, that being established, I also want to mention that she is my wife. All right, online. A lot of times you're gonna see this tattoo on my hand. A lot of people think, that it got all smudged up. Maybe I marked it out. Maybe I had something on there and I smudged it up and marked it out. That actually didn't happen. I wasn't good at doing tattoos. This is what I did myself. It's actually just like a blue band around. But if you look very closely, you can see at the top right here. You're not gonna be able to read it, but in certain lights you can read it. It actually says her name. All right. So nothing about it is smudged out. Nothing about it is forgotten. She's not forgotten. I have her name tattooed on my ribs right here. You know, and I have my daughter's name tattooed on the other side of my ribs. I do most of the tattoos I have I done myself. All right. I bring that up because basically this video is an open invitation. All right. I want to start by saying this. There's not one person in her life, not one. I don't care whose name she's thinking of. There isn't one person in her life who would not give up on her. All right. And I know this for a fact. Has she done half of the things that she's done to me to them, they would easily let her go. They would easily just go ahead and move on. Me, I'm not going to do that. I don't have it in me. All right. Not going to let go. It's one of those things that's permanent. All right. So that being said, like I said, this video is an open invitation. All right. Once she does realize that there is not a person on this whole earth that would do for her what I have done for her, that I will do for her, she might realize that Big Spring is actually the place that she needs to be. All right. She might be confused right now as to where she's going in her life, where she's supposed to be. I have news. Big Spring is actually the place that you're supposed to be. All right. This is where you're supposed to be, and I'm the one you're supposed to be with now. I am a libertarian. You can do whatever you want to do. I'm not here to imprison nobody. Hell, if you just wanted to talk to me for 5 minutes, and that's all you wanted to do, you're more than welcome to do it. Um, this world is yours. The thing is, she is supposed to be out here. She might be wondering, uh, could I forgive her for the things she done? You already been forgiven. You were forgiven a long time ago. She might wonder how I feel about things that I might have done or ways that I have made mistakes. I completely understand that I made a great many mistakes. Should be told me and her, the way we grew up, neither one of us ever got to witness firsthand for a long period of time a successful marriage ever. So, you know what I'm saying? As you might suspect, we had no idea how to do it. We had no idea how to make a marriage work. Right? I don't know how you can know how to do it when you've never seen it done. So, it didn't work out the way it was supposed to. However, opportunity lies in today, and it will always exist only today. Opportunity will never come tomorrow. Whatever opportunity we had yesterday, that's gone. Opportunity only ever exists today. So, if she decided that what I'm saying is accurate, she simply leave me a message and ask me about it. Or she could come up here to Big Spring. It wouldn't be very hard to get a job in her line of work. All right, to put it to you like that, it would be a very difficult transition. All right. I'd also like to bring up the fact that no home is permanent. Like I said, this is a temporary home. It also is a fantasy land, and we're going to find out just how well this fantasy land deals with the oil bust that is occurring right now. right? It's very serious when a town relies on oil the way Big Spring does, and an oil bust occurs. You'll find that there's a lot of tribulation that takes place, right? And so, although this land right here is God's land, it may not be permanent. In fact, it definitely isn't permanent. We'll see just how long it lasts. But for the time being, it's actually the perfect place. It's actually got way more than I need, way more than my wife or my baby needs, right? So, something to consider, right? And know that you can only ever make the choice today, right? However, it is an open invitation, so it doesn't matter if it was today, it doesn't matter if it's 2 weeks from now. It could be 5 years from now, 15 years from now. Um, you know what I'm saying? It's an open invitation. It's whenever you want. There's never going to be anyone standing in the way of that. It's always going to be an open door. I just wanted to leave y'all with that. It is Valentine's Day. As you can see in the video, I was given a candle. It's in a little cast iron pan. It smells like pumpkin pie. I have it burning over there across the room. It's going to be burning all night. This Valentine's Day evening. Alright? But it in itself is just a symbol of a candle that's going to be burning until my candle is put out. Alright? And I don't know when that's going to be. We're living in the tribulation. It's called the end of days. You might have heard about it in the Bible. You might think I'm panicking about that. You might think that I'm a crazy person. No, it was written in the Bible. That's where I got it from. That's what we're experiencing in the world. Any one of us only has so much time here, and we do have to take advantage of our opportunities. That's what I'm doing. Hopefully, that's what my wife's doing, and that's what she will continue to do. In the meantime, I'm gonna be here, right here. Ain't nobody hiding. It's February the 14th, 2016.